A heat wave was coming to Vegas. Perfect. I wanted to see the Hoover Dam today. Built during the Great Depression, that time period has always interested me, as well as it being on the Colorado River, a beautiful sight to behold. I made my way to the dam only to find that the visitor center was closed. Not to be deterred, I headed to a trail next to the dam. At it was beautiful views of the lake. I wanted to get closer, but the heat was quickly rising. I saw a desert bighorn sheep, my first real exotic animal sighting. I made my way down the old railroad tunnels that were used to construct the dam. The cool shade was a refreshing escape from the 110 heat wave outside. I finally arrived to the entrance of this gate only to find that it was shut as well. Out of luck, I headed back to some air conditioning. I rehydrated and then went to this hummus place, simply named Hummus. It was fast casual, pretty decent. I also bought 2 giant jugs of water to rehydrate even more from the hot day. I woke up early to get to Red Rocks National Conservation Area. It's a short drive, about 20 minutes from my location in Vegas. As I began to leave the city, I could see the giant mountains in the distance. Once you begin to reach the park, you see the brilliant red rocks. The park is a one-way 13-mile route, which is rather smart. That way it makes it more scenic and you feel you don't have to see as many other tourists coming back the opposite way. The red coloring on the rocks is caused by oxidation of iron materials. I started off with a short hike down the red rocks. Here I saw some rock climbers climbing up the summits. This is a popular activity in the area. I continued on from the red rocks to a beautiful sandstone quarry. There I hiked a petroglyph trail. There were still some carvings on one of the cliffs from when certain Native American tribes lived in this area. I really wanted to spot some desert tortoises but didn't have any luck. Probably too hot out. I did spot some white-tailed antelope ground squirrels as well as a snake crossing the road. Lastly, I hiked the Fire Ecology Trail. Here was quite a lot of interesting plant life. The sun began to get pretty hot, and at this point, I finished the loop, heading back to civilization. I then went and tried Oha Noodle House. Nothing like ramen on a hot day. I went and saw Tenet, a Christopher Nolan film, still gathering my thoughts on this one, and don't want to spoil it for anyone. Then checked into the hotel, and went and got all-you-could-eat sushi, and got beyond full. In the morning, worked out, played a round of golf at the driving range, then made my way to Kanab, Utah, leaving behind Vegas in the distance. The scenery soon changed to rich landscapes of red mountains and more wildlife. The road drove in and out of Utah and Arizona to reach my destination. At one point, the road forked through the middle of a high, narrow canyon. After checking in, I drove into town to find some food. The downtown was about a mile strip filled with adventure stores and nice-looking restaurants. Kanab is close to 3 national parks: the Grand Canyon, Zion, and Bryce Canyon. I went to a restaurant called Rocking V Cafe. The potatoes were homemade and amazing, and the mushroom burger was perfect. I couldn't wait for my next week of exploring the 3 parks in the area.